So guys, NIO just launched the NIO Phone 2.0, its latest NIO phone available. So first, NIO CEO took center stage during NIO In and talked about some of the achievements of Gen 1 NIO phone, how it has zero ants, zero bloatware, and built specifically for NIO owners. And it was actually out of stock several months ago, and it was all for the new NIO phone, the all new NIO phone. He talks about how it looks better, more pure, more intelligent, and the first thing he talked about was the impressive display. It has a 6.82-inch quad curved display, and it has a horizon display. It's called a horizon display with ultra thin bezels, which reflects NIO's philosophy. It has very slim and rounded curves, which was almost impossible to achieve, very, very difficult, and ultra thin bezels on all sides. It is both easy on your eyes and on your hands. So the display is apparently a ultra clear 2K display with 510 pixels per inch, up to 2600 nits of brightness, and 1 to 120 hertz variable refresh rate display for energy saving. And this is actually a highly customized OLED display from Samsung. And he talked about how in order to get one of these displays, they spent many millions and millions of dollars to customize this display, and usually you would need high order volume with Samsung, and it was very expensive. But he talked about how once they got the first NIO Phone 2.0s in their hands, they felt like everything was worth it just for this excellent display. The overall thickness of the phone is 8.6 millimeters thin, ultra slim, 0.3 millimeters thinner than Gen 1 NIO phone. It has a anodized aluminum finish which resists fingerprints, and the back has a more balanced horizon line. It is clean, simple, and doesn't wobble on the table. The colors, there are nebula red, matte colors. They're both anti-fingerprint and has great feeling in the hand. So this is a new color, nebula red. Now the EP edition has some chrome and reflects light, sort of like a rainbow with rainbow colors. It features a ceramic back with ink engraved ceramic, and it is hand polished. All right, so this is pretty impressive. Very, very luxurious phone. The NIO phone has 3 versions with 6 different colors: gray, blue, red, black, green, and white. Of course, when it comes to performance, it features the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with a 30% performance boost from last year. And one of the key things that NIO has innovated with this phone is the thermal management. They're calling it Gunyu thermal management. It has multi-layer massive heat dissipation area to allow the best performance and keep your phone cool even during high gaming sessions. And he talked about how this phone can actually become a perfect gaming phone. For example, Honor of Kings, which is sort of like League of Legends, is a very popular game here in China. NIO phone is able to do it at 119.9 frames per second at only 40.5 degrees Celsius, and actually can rank number 1 in terms of heat performance compared to even gaming phones. So it's better than gaming phones in heat performance. So if you like gaming, you should also buy a NIO phone. Okay? In terms of battery life, there's a 10% increase from Gen 1 with 5,020 milliamp hours, and it features 80-watt charging, 50-watt wireless charging, and at very low battery percentage, at like 1%, you can still call for 30 minutes. Now the cameras, they tested all the camera sensors on the market, and apparently they found the best one. It is a new camera sensor for the main camera, which lets in 150% more light pass through, and it doesn't overexpose in dark conditions either. The new phone has better natural background blur in portrait mode, and of course the screen has an Ultra HDR display for super realistic look. There's also blue light protection for eyes, reducing glare damage to the eyes. In terms of water protection, you can submerge it under 2 meters of water for 30 minutes. And then NIO talked about Sky UI 2.0, which is, of course, their skin on Android. It is more attractive, more consistent, more vivid. Of course, with tradition, there are no pop-up ads, no third-party bloatware or ads, and this is a very new feature, no ad redirects without consent. So when you open a Chinese app here in China on the phone, usually there's an advertisement on the app, and then that directs you to somewhere else, which is kind of annoying. So this is actually able to filter it out, which is quite impressive. It has a certified independent security chip, and of course this phone is AI powered, and it is smarter than ever. It has Nomi GPT on your phone, so you can get the latest news, and you can have Nomi Note Sync. So basically anything you want displayed in your car, you can just tell the Nomi on your phone. There's also command sync, where if you have your NIO phone in the car, you can just tell Nomi, and then the Nomi in the car can control your phone. Like stuff like send navigation to my friend, but of course you need to allow permission first. Okay, and Nomi also has a one-shot car control on the phone. So basically you can tell Nomi to open the AC, navigate to this place, turn on massage or whatever, do all that kind of stuff, and it will do all those commands for you. There's also AI photo eraser, which isn't too new, but this is of course a very good thing to have. And high accuracy voice assistant smart photo search. So you can find a very specific photo. For example, find a picture of Nomi with a hat on, or even what type of hat, like a cowboy hat, or you want an Iron Man hat. The car button on the side of the NIO phone can now be programmed to other functions. For example, you can long press to turn on the AC in the car when your phone is very far from the car, and when you're close to the car, long press can be like open remote summon to get your car out of tight parking spots, which is absolutely impressive. Now, he talked about Sky Window 2.0, which allows you to control the phone with the car's display. So NIO also added like 21 different phone apps that can be supported and used in the car. And there's also NIO Link immersive sound, and also you can apparently now live stream using NIO's cameras in the car. And they showcased an excellent video. This guy Boge, he's one of the top content creators, NIO content creators here in China. He makes a lot of NIO videos, and he's also done lots of live streams. And of course, this is him showing the live stream feature, where the live stream seamlessly transfers to the car, and it uses the car's front cameras to showcase to the audience, or even the car's in-cabin cameras to basically show him. So this is very, very impressive. There's no need to carry so many cables, and you just need a NIO phone, and it replaces all that equipment, which is very, very nice. And this all isn't just restricted to live streaming. It's also available for voice and video calls. So if you're having a video call with your family, of course you can show them where you're going on the car, the scenery, and then of course you can use the in-car camera to show you and then talk to them, and you basically don't even need to hold the phone up, which is very, very impressive. Now, when it comes to pricing, this is very interesting. So the pricing, 6,499 RMB for the 12 plus 512 gigabyte version, which is $896. And then for the 12 plus 1 terabyte version, 6,899 RMB, which is around $950. For the EP edition, it is 16 plus 1 terabyte, 7,499 RMB, which is about $1,034, which is actually the same price as NIO Phone Gen 1. And Gen 1 NIO Phone users actually get a 500 RMB voucher to purchase the Gen 2 NIO phone, which is quite amazing. And this year, they're doing something special. They're actually not just limiting sales on the NIO app. You can also buy the NIO phone on JD.com, which is sort of like Amazon of China, and also TikTok here in China, which is absolutely amazing.